I don't know if you live in a Western country, but the quality of goods here is not the goods. Now, hear me out. I've been to about 9 now. Targets, Big W's. I didn't count those. Kmart's. So it's probably been like 12 all over the city. They all have the same 2 tents for too much because they're basically just big pieces of plastic. I don't know why anyone would want to spend money on that, but I didn't have a choice for filming these because while I could show you guys how to make tents from scratch or from sewing, that's just not happening. That's just not possible when I live in a mold infected hole with people who are actively destroying the place and feeding the wildlife that you're literally not meant to. If you're around here and you see wild turkeys, bush turkeys, you're not meant to feed them because they're, how do I put this delicately, really, really dumb. And the second you start feeding them, you're meant to get away. You're meant to stop because they're idiots, as I said, but also they get institutionalized. They start thinking you're their mom or their family. Literally, you can trick these turkeys into thinking they're turkeys, like they have turkey friends at your house, by setting up a mirror. Let me know if you want to see that. It's a bit of fun. But they also get really needy. Ooh. Would I recommend Sydney life to anyone? Not necessarily. But I think it's good to showcase a different world, an isolated place that's down under, whose national treasure is literally a tub of what tastes like yeast infection. Because it actually is black tar yeast infection, which would explain the large heroin needle in the middle of the city. Anywho, roll the next clip. Why am I still yapping? Starting things off with a little tax write-off. I'm thinking, it has a stain on. Thinking we could go this nice looking single deluxe hammock. Maybe we could go, damn it, copyright music, bro. You need to chill. You need to chill. Let me think. You'll have to excuse me. There's so much sound pollution, editing, and circusry that you have to do when making these. Half the yap that I do on site is pointless, especially on this one because we're completely surrounded by airplanes that are just everywhere, and it's beautiful to behold, not great to film, especially when you're lugging everything. It's hard to communicate all of this whilst on site, carrying an extra like 10 kgs, and then there's me with an extra like 30 kgs. Ouch. But yeah, you really just want to fall in love with the moment. Doing too much too quickly feels just a little bit like work, and it kind of ruins the vibe of the shoot. So we don't do that. That being said, in future, these videos will be a lot more polished. But that's when we're actually in expensive locations. Like, yeah, you'll see a lot less confession cams when I'm in Mykonos, I'll tell you that much. Roll the clip. This is the start of a series. First, it's stealth camping at the airport. Please enjoy. So, tonight's a special night. It's not too hot. It's pretty cold and wet. But if you're from New Zealand, then that's normal. We're into a special little spot. Magical spot. Probably one of the best spots in Sydney. You might be wondering where we're gonna camp. Sorry, we're not gonna camp anywhere. I'm a stranger that I have never met in my life. Would have no idea what he looks, thinks, or sounds like. Would probably chop it up around here somewhere. Okay, look at me. Look at mine. I swear to God, I had the lights on, nothing is visible, okay? The smog, the steam, whatever you want to call it, from the ocean was that intense with the black. All you could see is planes and lights, all right? I even got a light from Kmart. And if you don't believe in God, well, I swear on Stephen Hawking's dead robot looking ass. That's a jet star plane, ooh. Anyway. The game plan is quite simple. Come morning time, if we don't freeze our dick off, because canal's there. Okay, time out. Let me add in the camp setup for tonight. For pretty much like the first 18, I didn't film the setup at all. Hear me out. Would you logically spend hundreds of bucks on a bunch of stuff that makes no money, that's a bit raw because AdSense might get blocked because of me making jokes, to breakfast will be at the world-renowned IKEA or Hungry Jack's? Haven't decided yet. If you're new to Australia, Hungry Jack's is probably like the only burger joint that actually is good here. Same for like tacos, like Mexican food. Sombrero is superior, is mejor in like every way. There's a lot of marketing goes into GYG, but there's a reason GYG doesn't exist overseas, because it's trash. Allegedly it's trash. We're gonna jam out all these now. Hopefully I can get back and be like, you know what we gotta do tomorrow. Everything's there, packed, ready to go. Just gotta pull the trigger. Yeah. Let's think. What else is there to do? Other than clean up the room, fuck all. I mean, I've overslept a couple days now. We can call it what it is. But yeah. Then I'm going to turn this off for a bit. Yeah. Right there. As if to say, yeah. As if to say, if you do your shit, you can buy you an extra block. And I'm happy for that. And extra power. Maybe two, if you really want. You bear in mind you need a pump in energy. Not just to do all this, but to do all the extra like travel and walking. And to get it all done so you can chuck off the phone. Have some relaxed time. all tight. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Like, share, subscribe. Roast me in the comments. Tell me which character of Moana I look like. Don't say one of the chiefs, he's Kiwi, Tim Wheater Morrison. He's my niece's baby daddy's grandfather. I think that's how that it works. Also, don't say The Rock, because he looks like someone shot steroids straight into a thumb. Anyway, I love you guys. Take care.